Hi everyone and welcome to Life with SC. Oh god. Hi everyone and welcome to Life with SCG. So my name is Sarah and I come from Perth, Western Australia, and as the thumbnail says, I finally decided to create my own channel and create content, which is something that is really daunting. I've been putting it off for months, making every excuse under the sun to avoid it, or not avoid it, but you know, I was going to do maintenance, things like that. But anyway, here we are. So the reason I wanted to start a channel was because I have gotten a lot of inspiration from other YouTubers over the last couple of years, and it's been a great help for me, and I would love to show my space, what I've done, and potentially reach an audience, and if it inspires someone else, help someone else, that would be really fulfilling for me. So I reckon to get it started, like the way that it all started was, it goes back to COVID. So COVID was a hell of a time for a lot of people, and it really turned life upside down. Definitely turned my life upside down. Went through a lot, but there was something really good that came from that. So the good thing is the Australian government decided to slash some cash. And then the Western Australian government decided to also slash some cash and try and get the economy boosting again. So by doing that, they basically turned around and said, we're going to offer grants for people who want to build their own house. Something that I'd never even thought about. Never thought about owning a house. I was just all about traveling prior to COVID, but given the fact that I wasn't able to travel anymore, I did actually have savings for probably one of the first times in my life, and I crunched the numbers and realized that I was going to be able to make it happen. So as you do, things happen really quickly after that. Well, especially with me, I'm pretty spontaneous, and once I've got an idea in my head, I just kind of go gung-ho, which you'll probably learn about moving forward. So went and found a block of land, which, lo and behold, we've got it here with a house. 18 months later, I also had a sandpit up front and a sandpit out back because it didn't come with landscaping. So that's probably where YouTube really started coming into the picture for me. I looked up the price of landscapers and I had a vision in my head as to what I wanted, and it was not going to be cheap. And I just figured, you know, let's just have a look, and lo and behold, there was ideas, things like that, that matched what I wanted to do, and it didn't look that hard. So I recruited my dad. He's a bit of a handyman, and we, 12 months down the track, got stuck into my front yard, and it came to life. So we built a big plant box, things like that. I put in my tropical plants, which that was what I wanted. Even though people told me it wasn't going to work, I still went for it because I really wanted that lush tropical vibe, different to everyone else. A lot of people go natives around here, probably for good reason. We're in Western Australia, it's not really the climate for tropical, but I wanted to yeah, make it happen, and I did, and it succeeded. So it succeeded through the first summer, succeeded through winter, and I was stoked. And then I've gone, okay, really need to get stuck into the backyard. And having watched Dad do what he did in the front yard, I was like, you know what? I can do the back. Dad laughed at me and was like, you're not going to be able to do it. And that's probably not a really good thing to say to me, because, well, once I get something in my head, and especially if you say that I can't do it, independent woman, I went ahead and started, thanks to YouTube, a lot of tutorials on how to bricklaying, things like that. A little bit deceiving, thought I was going to be able to get it done in, you know, 1 or 2 weekends. Took a lot longer than that. I'll probably talk about it in another video though, and not ramble on about it here, because it can be its own one on itself, on how I built it and brought my little oasis thing to life. So things escalated since then. I went through a lot of grief last year. I didn't actually process it at the time, even though I probably thought I did in my head, but instead I actually got really stuck into work. And well, that wasn't good for me. It really wasn't. So I was working stupid hours. I was really career driven. Loved what I was doing. Thought that I was doing really great. I was keeping my shit up right at work. But what I wasn't doing is looking after myself physically and mentally. Come February this year, I burnt out, and that's not something that you want to experience. So I really felt like I hit rock bottom. Ended up parting ways with my job at that time, and ended up on a 3-month career break. So me being the person that I am, personality, I like to be doing things. Otherwise, yeah, I'm just sitting there twiddling my thumbs. So YouTube came into action again, and it just kept spitting ideas at me. So, well, what do? I then just start buying tools, start creating things, and yeah, it really eventuated from there. And I didn't realize, I suppose, the amount of things that I could do until I started doing them. And I'll tell you what, making things from scratch is probably easier than some IKEA furniture directions. Like, I'll tell you, mainly because I probably wing it and don't actually do my own directions and things like that. But you know, things have come together. So we'll talk about them later. I'll make some videos, and if you've made it this far and you want to continue seeing what I have created, which includes painting this wall and a lot of others, then come along for the journey. Hopefully we can be friends, and yeah, thank you, and see you soon, hopefully. Bye.